Hey everyone, this is Abe. Thank you for that. This is Abe from Game Sorrow here, taking over for container duties while David is in Japan. It's Friday, October 27th. I'm not sure yet. Let's take a look. This is not easy to do with one hand. Yeah, I think we're a bit too far away. Hold on, maybe not. Actually, yeah. No. Come over here and take a look. No, move forward like a little bit. Yeah. So he's got this almost forward, like a few inches. Yeah. So as you can see, there's a container. We're just dealing with this first. There. Yeah, that's good. That is pretty good. We probably did this in a previous video where we hook it up and it goes on the little lips here, but this will definitely work. As you can see, this is a container from one of the distributors that.
Oh, that's cool right there.
That's perfect.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think we're pretty good from there.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
This should be a pretty quick one. As you can see, this is from one of our distributors that doesn't fasten anything. It's just kind of straps, and usually we don't really have to worry so much with the legs here. But obviously, you can see this is we have a dance rush in here somewhere. We have some wakas. We have some. We have some of those. Some Left 4 Dead. We'll go into a little further detail with that in a bit. And then what else can I see from there? I can see a Tycho, and you folks can probably see some stuff. I can't really see the screen on my phone. So give me a moment, because I can't do the climbing like David does. Once I find out the room that we have in here, which is not a lot, we'll take a look at what's in this container. Be back in a jiffy. Alrighty, and we're back. Driver's already on his way. We stopped, we finished about maybe 20 minutes ago. Did get some help. Thank you, Scotty. He already left. He got called in to work. As you can see, we're back to the old familiar status of not really having a lot of space in the warehouse, even though we got a show coming up this weekend, and we're going to start loading up a few trucks worth of cabs within the next few days. Still a bit tight for space, but that seems to be the nature of the business. One unfortunate thing about this container is that right after I started taking off this dance rush stage here, you can probably see it from here. You see how that one's bent? You see how, if I move this dolly out of the way, see how it's kind of sitting at an angle? So what they did when they packed it is that they took this one, and then there's another one right alongside the wall here, and they stacked them together on the same bracket. And unfortunately, it looks like the brackets just couldn't sustain the weight. You can actually see right there, there's like little divot marks in it. So this one here seems to be in a little bit better shape, but that one not so much. And that pad doesn't look like in the best shape too, unfortunately. Which leads me into something I might not be able to show on. Well, if I find a cab that's affected, I'll be sure to take a picture of it. But we got a bunch of scrapes and bruises to these cabs. Just need to have a talk with how everything's packed. But let's go through what we have here. You can probably tell we have a whole bunch of CROSSxBEATS. We have 8 in total, at least to my count anyway. That count could be wrong. It could be 9, but as far as I'm aware, I've labeled them. We have 8. Surprisingly, I'm not sure if this is something that we noticed. Something that we've discussed on previous videos, but moving these guys around, the wheels on these things aren't the best in the world. these aren't so bad. There's the first one though is probably one of the worst cases. The best way I can describe it is it feels like one wheel is working and the rest aren't, even though all four wheels are spinning. In the back there we have a Project Diva, and somewhere around here on the other side we have another one. It's right there. It's next to that. We got a whole bunch of press monitors, and we got some with the standard plexiglass on the sides, and then we got others with the smaller plexiglass, which I think I like better. But you know, these are fine. We have an extra set here. All these come with various artwork, as is the case. Some of these came with these little side pop holders here, so you have additional pops here. Unfortunately, when these were wrapped, you can see how it's bent here. It's not, these aren't terribly broken, but something tells me that these weren't supposed to have been bent. It can probably be fixed. It's just plastic. And there are mounting brackets on the back here. I can actually show you on this one. They just put little mounting brackets on here to put this in here. And unfortunately, on some of these, the mounting brackets themselves are bent. But we have, again, according to my count, we have eight of these press monitors. I'm sorry, press cabinets, and various stages in the warehouse. Here's the fun part of the video, where I get to move things out of the way because we don't have a lot of space. Trying to get in here to show you. You can see there we have the Dance Rush cabinets that go with those stages I showed you earlier. Moving back here and put you back. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. You got it. There we go. And back here we have a few more press. We have the other Project Diva press with the Virtua Fighter art. And we've got a whole bunch of Vewlixes. A few diamond oranges, a whole bunch of diamond blues, in varying states of being yellowed, which it's a thing that happens. Anyone who's familiar with these cabinets, or going back as far as anyone who's familiar with collecting consoles like the Super Nintendo, this kind of thing happens. And even with the candy caps, that kind of thing happens, unfortunately. It's environment, age. Everyone smokes in a Japanese game center. You know how it is. All these have these look to have had JAMA games installed. A lot of these have art for JAMA games, or for games like Giga Wing 2. And there's a few that just have the standard Nessica. Although I don't know if that's custom or not. It's probably not, but some of them have those. All of these look to have marquees though, which is always welcome. These are usually packed inside of the cabinet, so that'll be one thing that we'll do before we ship these out. We'll take these off, put them inside the cabinet, wrap them up, just so they don't get damaged. As you can see, a lot of these, there's supposed to be little screws right there that connect to little nuts in the back that keep this in place. A lot of these are missing them. It's not the hardest part in the world to get. It's a trip to Home Depot, fix you right up. But yeah, we have a variety of different control panels though. We have Blast Cities, and look to be converted. You have some that are, I think these are all Sega actually. Yeah, you have some 1-player, some 2-player. Usually when we got these are just 1-player cabinets. And yeah, here's a 1-player Vewlix. Where's the one that I saw here? If I find it, I'll point it out. There's one in particular that had some extra stuff on it. And we have these Vewlixes as well with the Street Fighter V art. Sorry for the excessive amounts of shaky cam. I'm having to move things out of the way in order to film the video. As you can see, more Sega control panels. This one's a 2-player Vewlixes control panel. You're from a previous container. And then this one here. Oh yeah, this one and this one in particular has none of the screws to put this to hold anything there. But this one has a random XR Arcadia ball top. So interesting. Looks very clean too. So it was probably installed fairly recently. Move all these guys out of the way. Got a few more with card readers. You're also from a previous container. You don't get to be in the video, even though I just filmed you and said that you don't get to be in the video. So we've already got more of the CROSSxBEATS. We got a bunch of groove coasters. Another thing that I haven't seen, so usually it's not too uncommon for them to disassemble is the correct term for this the groove pod or something? I don't know. The control panel where the controls are. It's not too uncommon for them to separate them and just ship them in 2 pieces. But I've never seen them take the marquee and put it here and then secure it here. Usually they leave it on top, but I mean, if it works, we'll leave it like that. If these get shipped out, we'll probably reconnect everything just so it's sent as 1 piece as opposed to 2. Or depending on the situation, case by case basis, depending on where it's going. So we got a few more PRES monitor, PRES cabinets here. I don't know why I keep on saying monitor. We have one lone Waka here, just sitting all by himself. We have another Diamond Orange sitting in the back there. That was towards the front of the container. We have this Taiko no Tatsujin, which has seen a lot of yellowing. This doesn't just look like dirt either. This looks like it's been in a place where there's been a lot of cigarette usage, or maybe it's just dirt, dust, or something. I think the last thing to show you is that we have a couple of these. The other one is behind that third groove coaster there. This is a Left 4 Dead cabinet. When I initially saw this, I thought that it was like, oh, it's another cabinet that uses the like the kind of cabinet for Border Break and Project Diva and everything, the standard Sega cabinet. And then I realized, no, it's not Sega, it's actually Taito. So I have actually personally never seen this. So this is kind of interesting to me. Not sure how old this game is. Do you have the information on the thing? 2014? 2014, we'll go with that. 2014. Can we undo the tape? Strongest double-sided tape in the world. When did you come out? I could have also just Googled this. Oh, we'll go with 2014. It's probably sometime later or something like that. But yeah, Left 4 Dead. Look at the control panel here. This is the mouse and stick here. I'm not sure if this also has a. Oh no, you hold this in your hand, and then you just use that for aiming and so forth. Unless this goes right out the door on an outgoing shipment, this may or may not be a video in and of itself. We'll see. At any rate, I believe that is it as far as the container goes. It was mostly Vewlixes, CROSSxBEATS, and a couple other odds and ends. Just a shame that maybe I can show you. what I was talking about at the start earlier. Well, the prime, one of the prime cabinets would be the Waka, but that's back there. Let's take a look at some of these Vewlixes here. So I think one of the oranges at the very start had some gouges in it. Oh no, the Groove Coasters. They're the most accessible here. Right. So as you can see, right, so this is from the cabinet being right up against the wall of the container with no padding in between it, just straight on there. And on the it got to the point where the paint on the side of the container was also getting stripped away. So you have stuff like this on a bunch of other different cabinets, either on the bottom or on the sides, or where it was rubbing up against another cabinet. Some of the two of the CROSSxBEATS, they were arranged back to back and with nothing in between them. So you can see there would be like some scuffing over here, but for the most part, the plastic wrap does a good job of protecting that, and it's usually stuff you can just rub off, and you got things like some scuffing from the where it's rubbing up against the cardboard if there's cardboard there, but you just wipe that off and it's good to go. At any rate, this container was nothing too exciting, nothing that warrants a video this long, but it's just because whenever I record these videos, I don't know what to say. Kind of like how when if you're one of those kind of people that leaves a voicemail and have no idea what to say and you just kind of wing it, yeah, take that and apply it to this video. Also, there was a card maker on this container. That's a card maker. At any rate, thank you all so much. We will be, let me see, our next show is Biggest Little Fur Con in right here in Reno, and we actually start loading for that either in the next few hours or tomorrow, depending on when we get the truck. And then from there, Sin City Anime is next, beginning of November. Of course, this video will be posted long after that. So if you were at any of those shows, we hope you had a great time. We hope you said hi and got a chance to check out the arcade. At any rate, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.